Yataman, Pizza Racer, Early Bird. How are you doing? Hey, Casa. We're back. Have you guys done anything useful the last 24 hours? I gotta admit, my day has not been fantastic. I sent an email and I watched some Fortnite and I played some Fortnite and I crushed some people in 1 minute chess. But other than that, I haven't done anything useful. You had the day off as well, Pizza Racer. That's good to hear. Hey, Marius. First is a bit ambitious, but you're top 5. Hey, Appier. Above 1800 Blitz on Lichess, that's pretty sweet. I tried. The thing about Lichess is that they have this ability where you can play 1 minute again. You can play 30 seconds against 1 minute. And somehow at 5 a.m. in the morning, I got the urge to kill people. So I was crushing everyone with half a minute to 1. Snaiman coming in with a 23 months in a row. Thank you so much, Snaiman. Snakey, hey, got on Twitch to watch Jan's banter. Is he having a banter right now? That doesn't sound right. If not, if it is, our scheduling is not great. Pizza Racer, the 3-month resub. Thank you so much. Reveal your Lichess username. It's not really a secret, Hiatsa-man. It's JL Hammer. I beat a 2800 once, but honestly I was winning in like 3 games. But he was so quick at the end. Challenge Jan, is he live? Okay, now I gotta double check. Okay, we're skipping the commercials. Jan's Banter Blitz starts now. Okay, I guess we will have to challenge him then. Ah, okay. Jan is just late. He was supposed to be streaming 2 hours ago. Okay, I'm calling him out.
This should work, but I really do not want to do it.
Okay, we're gonna try to challenge him. I gotta admit, I've been pretty. I've gotten very used to people challenging me, so I'm not too familiar with how to challenge other people.
Some sound now. I guess it's probably horrible, because I'm back in the underground studio, the new underground studio we have going over here. And
it's gotta be nice having your own studio.
And the sound don't seem to want to do what I want to do, which is upsetting. Is this
I misclicked.
acceptable at all?
Eddie, thank you so much for the 3 months. Yeah, we'll try to do Jan dirty. We're making it happen.
That sound right? It should be crappy because it's coming from, frankly, a fairly crappy webcam. Also, that's what's producing the snow on the screen. You know what? Let's delay the show for an hour. I don't want to do it like this. I will go home and restart it from there.
Oh, Jan is having issues.
This is where I have the trusty basement studio. And here I do not saying I
Oh,
didn't
that's unfortunate.
work. I apologize profoundly. It's still growing pains with the good old underground studio. So I will hurry home since I live in the woods like
Blowy
5 minutes
says,
away.
don't worry about Jan's
And
banter.
it should
He's
probably
mainly
start
playing the big
raining
fish,
soon.
whereas I'm playing
I
the small
apologize
fish.
everyone who had to.
I can't really tell whether that's an insult or not. Okay, also I'm muting my Slack. Okay, Jan disappeared. You guys are stuck with me. If only Jan knew how to raid, we would get some people over here. But today I'm planning to do 1-minute games. 1-minute games is the order of the day. Partly because I got really... When I was playing 1 minute earlier or last night, it was feeling good. So I want to crush some people by just moving quickly. And moving quickly, it doesn't really matter whether you play good moves or not. You just end up winning regardless. It's snowing on his webcam. Wow, that's very fancy, Alex. He was saying how he has a studio in the basement. That's pretty neat. Okay, we have some people who have understood that we are playing 1-minute chess today. And the first of those people is Eriksson, who I remember being a tough opponent yesterday. Very tough opponent yesterday, and he's playing with a 1500 rating. This is the first ever 1-minute game for Eriksson, and we'll see how this ends up. Woohoo, an upgrade. Yes, I think so, Dodgy. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so we're doing this thing. We're going to put the queen on f2. It's going to protect everything, most things. Bishop g3, very bad. Okay, we're committed. Pot committed to this. Oof, I don't really like what I'm doing. Okay, let's try this, and then if knight g3, probably we take this and go queen h6. Okay, it's a very exciting position. It's one where if this was a blitz game, I would be spending so much time right now. Ooh, actually queen g3 protects against the checkmate. Ooh, maybe not go back because he has bishop d3. In fact, had he gone queen g3, that would have been a big problem. Okay, it's time to get the queens off. I'm not really sure how many pieces we have each. I think I have one piece more than him, which is good. It's what's needed. Wow. Okay, we get him on time. But another tough game. Eriksson, clearly underrated right there. If it was a 90-minute game, I would spend 30 minutes. Yeah, Alex, that was a really, really complicated middle game. On every move and then lose on time. It happens. That's why it can be very freeing to play 1-minute chess sometimes. That you don't have the option to think, so you just go with your instincts. Basically, you're practicing your instincts. Surely Jan shouldn't be on the same time. I checked the Slack channel, Bateman. Jan apparently was supposed to start 2 hours ago. So we're double booked because he's probably late at doing whatever work he was doing. I think that's okay, right? Calling him out on probably being late. Next up is Vincente. Practicing your instincts while ruining your chess. Well, I like to think it's not ruining my chess, though. I mean, how can it ruin my chess? If I'm practicing instincts? Instincts are important. Some would even say instincts are among the most important things in chess. Okay. I'm still attacking two pieces at once. Okay, I don't really care about that rook. If you want it, you can have it. Oof. Oof. One thing is being a queen down, but this situation is pretty dire, even with an extra queen. Ah, very clever. Double booked, so you smashed his mic. Big move. Yeah, well, I wish. I would if I was in Hamburg, for sure. You're betting on Jan Hiataman? That's kind of rude. Feels kind of nice to be worse than Bullet when your opponent can't find the win and loses on time. That's one way of doing it, Alex. Okay, Syrian is up next. Ooh, I'm getting a white in all of these games. And as a result, crushing victories inbound. Ah, that's not the move I'm supposed to make, but it's okay. Play the repertoire? I cannot play the repertoire. Not in 1 minute chess. For my entire life, since I was like 12 years old, I have been playing these opening moves in 1 minute chess. And it's a really, really, really bad opening, especially with black. But it enables me to make the moves so quickly, so it's kind of worth it. Because I get a time advantage every single time. And very often also people make like the same mistakes. I have won games the same way so many times. People just repeating mistakes from the past. And different people making the same mistake. Okay, we're gonna go here. And then here. That was a big mistake. I allowed him to actually check my king. Not a Fortnite stream? No, not today, Alec. The need for speed doesn't really include Fortnite the way I play Fortnite. It's not action-packed enough. But I'm grinding my challenges. I played with Vila yesterday after my chess stream. Oh, oof, that's a mistake. Goes unpunished though. Yeah, I was playing Fortnite with Vila yesterday. And I got so many challenges done, which means that yeah, we were really grinding that stuff. And we were getting such easy lobbies, which was really, really nice. Because we were dominating. It feels so good to dominate. I don't know if that's true for you guys in chess as well, but playing against people you are better than, so underrated. Because it puts me in such a good mood. I'm giving a lot of kind of pieces mercy today. That rook really should have been dead a couple of times. Now this night as well. I'm being very generous. First time you play arena and rush through the ranks is nice. Yeah, it's not even that. Well, yeah, I guess it's like that, Alex. It's just, it feels good. Feeling superior. I don't know how to say this without sounding very, very cocky, but I'm very competitive, and when I play without confidence, I play worse than when I play with confidence. And it's easier to play with confidence the times where you feel like the lobbies are actually manageable, or that you're at least in like the top 10% of the players in the lobby. That increases your confidence, which in turn increases the kind of the skill, the difficulty level of what you try to do. So I get a lot more ambitious in some of the weaker lobbies, because I know that I'm not going to be punished for trying out new things or trying to be more clever than if I was playing with, people who are just much better than me. Is chess a Norwegian national sport nowadays? Kind of, Cyrad. We really like things in which Norwegians are good. And in addition to that, we like soccer for inexplicable reasons, because we're not at all good at that. So chess, cross-country skiing, yeah, it's been really popular. Much helped by that we're very good at it. Daddy Cool coming in with the 18-month, 1.5 year sub. Thank you so much, Daddy Cool. Okay, we're going to take this queen and then take this pawn and then take this rook. That is the plan. Yeah, handball. Honestly, that's a very good point, Kenjin. We're big handball fans. There's currently a championship going on in Japan, in which Norway is doing pretty well. They won their semi-final. No, their quarter-ish final. It's not really a quarter-final, but it's similar. So they're going to be playing Spain in the next round. But also, that's women's handball, in which Norway has been a dominating country for such a long time. But also recently, men's handball has become more popular in Norway as a result of the men's team doing very well. This guy's faster than you? Yeah, he was pretty quick. I took all his pieces, though. Chess and winter sports. In soccer, you're average at best, can't even beat Romania. Probably true, Perpetual. Yeah, we're good at biathlon as well. That is true. It's kind of the same thing. Skiing. Biathlon. We beat Brazil in soccer. Yeah. That is true. Honestly, it's one of my first ever memories. Norway beating Brazil. I actually remember watching that game. I was 8 years old. And that's like the only success we've had at soccer the last 2 decades. But, we never lose hope. And right now, we got some talented youngsters we're hoping is going to be the next big thing. So we'll see. Yeah, good game, Turkey. Yeah, I do remember the Norway Hungary playoffs. We really thought we were gonna win that match. How wrong were we? That was a mouse slip. Feels bad, man. Women's soccer, yeah, we're okay, Perpetual, but we were better previously. The general international level has gone up quite a bit in girls soccer. Yeah, and curling is a tradition. Every Winter Olympiad, we suddenly care about curling. We never care about it like for 3.5 years. No one in Norway is following the curling results. And then for the Olympiad, suddenly it's like one of the most important things. I've been myself. Um, I've tried out curling, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot more difficult than you would think. But at the same time, with experience, I feel like you get a feeling for how heavy the thingies you should throw them, glide them. Yeah, we're getting better at athletics. Because previously no one in Norway cared about athletics, and now we got some good runners. Norway, it's a very nationalistic country, which is not great in theory. But, we're so small. We gotta care about the little things. Curling is way more difficult and much more pointless than it seems. Have you tried it, Perpetual? Okay, well, I'm not playing this game very well. I'm actually playing horrendously. I'm down on time and my pieces are not super well placed. But now we're gonna be attacking. Okay, I don't like that attack. I'm going back into defense. Okay, we're gonna flag this guy. You heard it here first. Our go-to strategy. I fear this guy's gonna flag me though. The knight is so annoying in these positions. He made a mistake. No, come on. Just as I was trapping the knight. Okay, we got the win on time, but it was a tricky one. Dirk coming in with a first ever gift sub to Torquay. Thank you so much, Dirk. Nationalistic is good except for Germany. Wow, Hiata, man. Gondolius says that in 2002 he was the only one watching a game during the Norwegian Curling Championships. As I said, we only care during the Olympiad. Down on time with poorly placed pieces is how it goes for me every time. Yeah, it does tend to happen sometimes, Bird Patzer. Curling is often called chess on ice. Yeah, I know. And the strategy, chess, I really feel, and I've said this previously as well, I feel like chess misses out on some elements because moving the pieces is so easy. And I think curling is a good example of having the strategy element where there are things you want to do with full information. So you know everything about the situation. You know what you want to do. You know where you want to hit. You know how hard you want to hit. You know kind of the physics of the game. than the strategy combined with the physics, but actually executing your move is very difficult as well. Whereas in chess, we only have the strategy element. There's no difficulty in implementing the strategy. And I feel like that means that we lack dimension compared to most other games, even soccer. Please explain why it's called flagged. It's a good question. It's because previously, when we didn't have digital clocks, there would be like this, but it wasn't really a flag. It was like this thing that would, I don't know why it's called a flag, but it was more like a, I don't know what word I should use for it. It was basically a thing that would indicate when you lost on time. And when this thing fell down, then you lose. And so this thing was referred to as a flag, and therefore the expression flagged. I think the best illustration of this, if someone in chat can help out, giving a link to a picture of an old chess clock, and with kind of a red ring around what we refer to as a flag. Because, yeah, Pizza Racer explained in chat that the old mechanical clocks had a flag, but flag doesn't really fully illustrate what it is. What is it called in Norwegian? Maybe we can translate. Kloff. In Norwegian, we refer to it as a kloff. Which I think in English would be mostly used like during heart surgery. Like, yeah, I don't even know the word. Chad helping out with the Google search. It was an actual flag. No, it wasn't. It was kind of like a metal stick that would be the kind of the pointers of the clock would push it up as it approached the full hour, and then when the full hour had passed, the kind of the stick would fall down. Calling it a flag, I think, I don't think it makes it easier for people to understand, because normal people have an idea what a flag is, and it's definitely not that. On modern clocks, there's a picture of a flag when your time runs out. That is true, Alex. So yeah, this expression has really stayed in modern times. A tiny little red stick that the clock, the pointers of the clock would raise and then fall. I think Ryatamen is closest to the explanation here. It's not a flag. Lizard, it's not a flag. It's like a stick, I feel like, is more of a descriptive explanation. Because we call it a flag just because it's kind of shaped like one. Normal people. Yeah, Mika. That's how we got to refer to it. We're chess players. We take some stuff for granted, which normal people do not. If you tell like someone who's not in the chess community to kind of point at a flag, they're not going to show you a shape, a flag shape. They're going to show you they're going to show you something very, very different. I could have taken this one. Okay, doesn't matter. I already have a good position. All the pieces disappeared off the board. In French, we say tombe, like fallen, referring to the flag falling down when you run out of time. Yeah, that makes much more sense to me, Phoenix. But that I didn't know that. That's cool. The word flag is not only used for your typical flag, it can also be used as a sign. Yeah, I guess that's our justification, but I think most people wouldn't think of the shape of a flag being a flag. I don't know. Yes, Bird Patzer. That is how it works. This little thing is the flag. Bird Patzer's link to the picture is pretty good. And this little thing is what we refer to as the flag. And when the kind of the pointer in the clock, when it would reach the top of the hour, this little thingy would extend so far as to the top of the hour, but when the thingy, yeah. Okay, I think we're ending this conversation. My vocabulary isn't big enough to explain. There's gonna be a lot of thingies. Hammer has a way with words. Yeah, I used to be pretty good, Geesey. But I don't know, somehow it's gotten worse and worse. I'm losing my language. Getting old. That's definitely a flag. Yeah, but I mean, you show that to people, I don't think flag is going to be the first thing that comes to their mind. Old age. Yeah, it's rough, Mika. So, I have a question for chat today. I spent some time making my food. What are you eating today? Was it easy to make, and do you recommend it? Chat should be like really just a place for people to get tips on how to live their lives. At least that's what I wish chat is. Because I need some assistance on how to live. What is your go-to dinner? If you're spending 30 minutes to make dinner and you want, not something that's completely ready-made, but where the effort you have to make is not that big. Okay, wow. I think we're just going to discover that chat is filled with degenerates. Nutella? That's not a good start, Bobby. Carbonade med potetmos. That's very Norwegian of you. Chopin. I had so many carbonade as a kid. I think I can never have it again. It's basically bigger meatballs. Is that fair to say? That carbonade is like just bigger than normal sized meatballs? Meal replacements? Yeah. No, because making dinner every single day, no one warns you as a kid, as a youth. No one really tells you, the most important thing you're going to have to do as an adult is actually feed yourself. They seem to place a lot of emphasis on, getting a job and stuff like that. But you're going to have to feed yourself every day of the week, whereas you only have to go to a job for like 5 days a week, and only after you finish school. Okay, let's look at some of the answers. Pasta, yeah, pasta is a good one, Mario. Tortellini with parmesan. That sounds pretty good, Alex. And also, I do feel like making food for your partner or for your roommate or whatever. I get more inspired to make like good food if more I'm not the only one having it. To me, it feels better making food for two, because then it doesn't feel as as much of wasted time. Pizza for lunch? Well, Pizza Racer, that doesn't really come as a surprise to anyone who's read your username. Blueberry smoothie. That sounds good, Birdpatzer. I had a period like 3 or 4 years ago where I would make so many smoothies. But yeah, it's not really dinner though. Anything in a crock pot? That's a good tip, Max. Crock pots are very nice. Just throw anything in a wok pan. Yeah, Dirk, that's a similar tip as Max. Maybe that's what you should do. Just get some veggies, put it in a wok pan, and then get some, I don't know, chicken. Do you actually have a wok pan? And can you use it with a regular stove? Or do you have to have a gas stove? Because in Norway, having a gas stove is very uncommon. Megit Norsk, you're very free to challenge me. I'm only playing against Chess24 premium members, but if you are one, you're free to challenge. Won't come over if you make the food. Wow, Alex. Really seeing an opportunity and going for it. We'd be happy to let you cook food for us if you feel that makes more sense for you. You can use a wok on a regular stove? Okay. Interesting. I'll have to look that up, because that seems like a pretty easy thing to do. Wow, this man is moving very quickly. I'm taking a lot of his pieces, though. Blurry camera? Oh, yeah. Weird. It really astounds me how it's 2019 and people are not able to make a good webcam. It's basically the same webcams now as there were like 5 years ago. They haven't made any improvements. And there's like so many problems with autofocus and stuff being out of focus, and no one wants a webcam with autofocus. I mean, we're sitting still most of the time. It's not like a normal camera. Okay, I'm gonna fix it now. We do not want autofocus. Get that in your head. No market for webcams since everyone has it in laptops? Yeah, maybe, but laptop webcams are so silly because you never get the right angle. Okay, next up is Super Bohemio. Oh, sorry. This man is not the fastest player I have ever seen. I think that's fair to say. Now he's going to get really stressed out. Okay, normally people get stressed out when I do this fork. Okay, he got very stressed out. It wasn't really that big a problem, but somehow he managed to lose both pieces. In a fork, normally the pawn has to choose which piece to take, but I got pretty fortunate there to get a very good deal. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get this check. Yeah, Fred, you're free to challenge. I'm only playing against Chess24 premium members. Yeah, Alex, I should really make some instructions on how to challenge. But the part of my problem is I'm not familiar enough with how it works. I guess I should just link to my Chess24 profile and say that you can press challenge me. Yeah, we'll figure it out together. Okay, Alex is boosting a 2300 rating. He's probably pretty good at chess. Although, so am I. Okay, he has 2 pawns in the center, which is actually kind of annoying. So we need to reorganize our pieces. Okay, I think that was pretty successful reorganization. We're pushing him back. Is the bishop trapped? Yes or no? That bishop is doomed. All the bishops. I have all the bishops on the board. Doggy, hey, how are you? I heard Carlson streams her. That is not true. But he actually did visit me once. You can check out my YouTube channel. My most viewed video is a video with Magnus streaming on my channel. Morehammer is the command. It's been a while since we used it. Yeah, go to the profile and then click challenge. Yeah, I should make a command for that, Chad. How much do you brag about being a grandmaster when talking to girls? Not very much. No. I haven't found that to be effective. Honestly, I haven't really tried it. Maybe I should try it more, Eddie. Maybe that's gonna bring a lot of success. Have you played against Torstein Ba? Actually, I have not. He basically doesn't play chess anymore, and he didn't really play a lot of chess before either. He's basically been dormant the last decade. I don't think grandmasters are known to be lady killers. I mean, there are definitely some, Birdpatzer, but I think not your average guy, of which I am one. Yeah, I've played against Attila a couple of times. As a matter of fact, last time we played, it was a draw. I had a really good position out of the opening, and then I messed it up, and I almost lost. Heard of the chessboard killer? Wow, Chad. The United States, huh? You have killers for everything. Serial killers, even. Which I'm suspecting this man is. I let him get this bishop here. That was not good. Okay, let's try to get the queens off the board. It's always a good strat. That was not my intention to lose that pawn. Feels bad. We should try to take this pawn as a revenge. We're really lacking pieces at the moment. It's going to be a bit tricky winning this. But we'll get the king up here. Okay. Denied. Okay, I think maybe take this one. I regret taking that one now. Oh, wow. I was thinking about how I can win this fair and square. And then he goes ahead and tries to win it without being fair and square. Wow. H4. Good job. I shouldn't have exchanged rooks. It would have been much easier to flag him with the rook still on the board. Yeah, I should have just gone here. Oh, what are you going to do? Hey, Past Pawn, how are you? Canada's next Grandmaster? It's me? Yeah, for sure, Alec. I could tell. It had a certain something in the playing style. You've been practicing, I can tell. Flags will. Yeah, unfortunately not successfully this time, Past Pawn. He got rid of all my pieces. Maybe saying you have a Kongepokal is better than saying you're a Grandmaster? I don't know, Alex. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. We're going to want to avenge this game pretty quickly. We can't be making draws against people. We can't make people think that exchanging your pieces against me is a worthwhile strategy. I am the king of exchanges. Oh, and I also forgot to remove that moobot command. Yeah, maybe that's true, Alec. We're not doing that pre-move. Had some strong tea this morning? No. What are you referring to, Aquila? Are you saying I'm being more some kind of strange English verb, an adjective than usual? Wow. Oh, wow. This guy, on the other hand, he's definitely been having something. That is a very ambitious way of giving away all your pieces. Wow, and honestly, that is going to cause me a bit of trouble, that move. But I've been doing my puzzle rush. It's fine. Sometimes a puzzle can just be trading off your pieces in a good way. Oh, the need for speed? No, it's just I was playing some 1 minute chess yesterday evening, and it felt good, Aquila. And also the first game today, it was such a complicated position, and instead of just thinking too much and losing on time, I just, I trusted my instincts. It's very freeing to just trust your instincts and just let the game flow. What is Left 4 Dead, Alec? What is this game? I haven't really understood. I mean, I haven't really watched anyone play it. But I feel like Loya has been doing that game so much. You're here to de-stress trolling Hammer? Yeah, that's one way of doing things. Oh, I have been on the wrong part of... I haven't been following the Chess24 chat. My bad. Sorry. Abdu, hey, how are you? Contacts. Ich spreche kein Deutsch. Danke. Special days for Bullet? Yeah, I think so, Abdu. This is one of those special days. 4 people on a team versus zombies. That sounds like a terrible game. I don't understand why every single game has to include zombies. How about you just make a good, nice game without any fantasy items at all? Is it because kids are fans of fantasy? I don't understand that either. We gotta promote the benefits of the real world. For instance, there's this game called Civilization, in which you build an empire and at the same time you can learn about the history of the world. What an amazing game. If someone can just make it last shorter than 10 hours, then I think it could be really popular. In which Gandhi launches nukes at everyone. Well, Alex, to be fair, most people don't actually stick with the game for enough hours to get nuked by Gandhi. I meant keine, Pizza Racer. Kein. No German. I like combining thinking too much with making bad moves. Yeah, that's... Honestly, me too, Ocean Racer. Me too. There's this tendency I have that the faster I play, the better. Whenever I try to stop, take a timeout, and actually calculate, even in my over-the-board games, I make so many mistakes. Calculations. When you try to calculate, you're bound to make mistakes because calculation is so difficult. Predicting what's going to happen, always finding the good moves. It's tricky. Hey Shinobu, how are you? How about you start a new game? I could do that, but I'm not gonna. Now that you said it, I'm just out of spite. I'm gonna chat 1 more minute. How can you grow such a beautiful beard? Number 1, it's not very good. And number 2, I had to grow the beard. Normally, I shave every once in a while. But I have decided that now I actually have to keep my beard to take attention away from the fact that I basically sculpt myself yesterday. I was very upset with some hair that was getting in my face. So I took a scissor and I basically did it like this. And I don't know if you can tell it, but this area here is not great. And so I need the beard to take attention away from it. So not calculating is better because there won't be a mistake. I'm not saying there won't be a mistake, but at least you're not going to think you calculated something well and then realize, oh no, I was wrong about everything, Tankan. Your disappointment is going to be less because your expectations were lower. Sometimes when you calculate, you just think that, oh, I got this situation completely under control. You never do. Watching Champions League? I don't think so, Kasa. I'm streaming. I don't know what that comment was. If anyone could follow it at any rate. Magnus has a pretty big beard. But it's not very good. In general, Norwegians, I don't understand how you grow a beard. I find it very difficult. I should get tips from Alec. He has a decent beard. Okay, let's move on. Better jeans? Yeah, I guess that's one way. Jeans is a tricky thing. Because you get some good ones and some bad ones. And then I guess it's just a matter of what you make of it. I feel like my parents have given me so many bad genes, but at the same time, some good ones as well. Ooh, he just gave me the bishop pair, pointing down towards his king. Big mistake. Big mistake. I could have taken that rook for free. I'm gonna take this rook for free. Very short people can see it. Okay, Alex. Well, that's good at least. What happens if you lose 5 games? I'm not going to lose any games today. I am a 1-minute genius. I'm not losing any games. Okay, we're avenging the draw. Canada's next GM. He's going down. I couldn't make it happen earlier, but we're going to make it happen now. Okay, so far so good. I think this is how you're supposed to be playing. This is what they taught us at Grandmaster School. Play just like this. Coincidence? I don't know, Aquila. I don't know if it makes a lot of sense that people are doing it either. You know what? Let's actually be strange. We're going to take with the bishop and then get the knight in on c4. It's a pretty unorthodox way of playing this, but it could work out. Wow, he took that. Ooh, I didn't even see that check. I got lucky. I didn't see that check, but it turns out I had a pretty good response. I think we're just going to let this man give us a passed pawn and use that passed pawn to win the game. Dr. Brainiac, thank you for the 16-month resub. Thank you so much. What is going on here? I have no idea. I'm very confused. This one is trapped at the very least. Oh, come on, make the move. Okay, we get the win on time. Dr. Brainiac, thank you so much for the 16-month resub. $2,700 plus. Yeah, that's how I roll. Yes, if I win, I get points. So now I got 5 more points. It says here on the edge, 5 more points after that win. Okay, anyone else want to challenge me? I'm out of challenges. I'm willing to do seconds for the 1 minute games because I got that need for speed. Mario, good man. Volunteering for the slaughterhouse. I appreciate it. You know what happens if you lose with this amount of points? Probably I lose a lot of points. 2,700 is going to turn into something much less very quickly if I lose. That's a very tricky move. It's potentially a brilliant move. You know what? I think that was just so good. I'm not even going to challenge it. I'm just going to open up towards his king. And I have some hopes of checkmating him. His pieces haven't really been developed. Let's just go here. Let's get the rook into the attack as well. That was a pretty good counterattack, in my opinion. Pretty good counter. Non-premium is never going to be a thing in your stream. No, not anymore, wee whims. So I got a very good deal with Chess24, but part of the deal is to only play premium members. They want some revenue back. You tried to be 2,500 and couldn't do it, Alex? Shocking. Counterattack! Hey! How are you? Speaking of the devil, no, the sun, no, what are we calling it? The counterattack on the board makes counterattack the user. Stop lurking in chat. Undisputed. I don't have too many challenges, which means you are next in line, sir. How dare they try to make money? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to give away my bishop on that rook. Okay, I actually now have some hopes of him not capturing my bishop even. Okay. Mighty Save God. I gotta say, I don't fully follow what you're saying. I'm really struggling. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you a timeout to kind of consider your talking points and how you can convey them in a manner in which I actually manage to follow while playing 1 minute chess. So you can think about how you can make your points a bit more concise during your 10-minute break. Okay, next up, it's this crazy soup with a fork guy. As long as I thought this username meant he was eating soup at work, I was okay about it. But it turns out this man eats his soup with a fork. And that is not okay. Okay, I should have... Okay. Okay, now he's coming for me. We gotta ask for a queen trade. Then we pretend as if nothing has happened. How else would you eat your soup? Are you saying there's more of you? There's more people having their soup with a fork? Wow. What's gotten into you guys? Okay, we're just gonna get the queens off the board. You just drink your soup? That's one way of doing it, the gourd is. Chopsticks? Wow. It's really hard to eat it with a knife. Yes, that is true, Mensarb. But there is this other tool that is very useful for soups. It's a Dutch riddle? Oh, so we're losing out on some context, huh? It's called your hands. Honestly, drinking water in your hands is pretty effective. Talking about a straw. Hot soup with your hands isn't though. That is a good point. Soup is often hot. Very, very good point. We might not want to encourage that. Oh, but Hammer said he eats soup with his hands. Let's sue him for damages. Yeah, we don't want that. Okay, somehow this knight became a big problem. And I don't fully know how to deal with it. We're gonna try to get the queens off. But this knight is still so strong. Okay, now it's fixed. That's all we needed. One little mistake. And then we got the whole thing fixed. Actually still kind of annoying. Okay, we fixed that as well. I'm playing very slowly right now. Okay, we're improving our pieces. Ooh, and we even got the trade we wanted. Ooh, and another trade. And checkmate. Streaming 4G now? Costly? Yeah, Bergen. I've done that a couple of times myself. But I never managed to spend all my mobile data anyway, so it's been okay. Okay, Chad is actually very knowledgeable about Dutch children's riddles. Tricking children into saying they eat soup with a fork. Have you lost to anyone on the stream yet? Not today, Chad. Not today. Counterattack. No, I've never had Margival. I've never had that. I think in terms of favorite Turkish foods, I don't know if it's fully Turkish, but most of the time when I'm in Turkey, there's the baklava. It's so good. And I know I'm not supposed to eat it, but I can't really... Oh, wow! Wow, that pawn just went up the board, didn't it? Oh my gosh, that is not a good start to the game. That is the worst move in chess. Okay. Best move in chess. I take it back. Best move ever. Such a good move. We're both struggling with the pieces right now. Clearly something was up. Now I'm just gonna capture everything, I suspect. Ooh, it's even checkmate. Okay, G4, best move of the day. Who would have known? Who would have known? Okay, I'm going to take a quick break because I need to make myself some tea. I suspect I already made the tea. I just got to fetch it in the kitchen. I'll be back in a minute. That's a pretty good deal, Alex. 6,000 hammers to be first in the line. So, I heard some rumors that the channel points are going to reset on December 14th. But I'm not sure whether it's true or not. Pizza Racer, you're considering getting Jan's E4, E5 course on Chessable? Can we get a link to that? It's supposed to be like the big new thing within the Chess24 Chessable Play Magnus universe. Jan has made, as the first Chess24 guy, has made a course on Chessable. So the thing about Chessable is that you basically, it's a memorization tool. So you just repeat the opening lines until you've really savored it in your memory. Okay, see you around, Aquila. Have a good work day. Yeah, Jan has been doing so much work on E4, E5. This Marshall he recommends in the Chessable thing is like he's been playing that opening for 15 years minimum. Pizza Racer, thank you for the link to the Chessable course. Jan is back online. Okay, maybe we'll give him a challenge. Okay, no, we're gonna play against Area first. Area is in the house. We have a new challenger for the 1 minute games. I really don't understand why people are so eager to play this bishop g4 these days. And it's so predictable. Every time you capture my knight on the very next move, I'm prepared for it. Especially since everyone is doing it. I really don't understand who popularized this thing. I regret doing that. So unnecessary. Going with a knight in between, I'm not sure that was a good solution. Okay, we'll find out soon enough. Let's just do this. Let's just keep this pawn and get the bishop involved. This feels very close to checkmate. Are you working on a G4 course? No, Bird Patzer. But maybe sometime I could do a course on my bullet opening. But I'm not sure the internet is ready for courses to be like internet chess only. Also, the people watching the training videos on Chess24, they are generally pretty good players. I'm not sure they would be interested in knowing how many ways I can lose with my bullet opening with the black pieces. You find Chessable's move repetition method really good? That's interesting, Chiro. What level are you in chess? Because I think... For me, I've tested it a couple of times, and for me, it's a bit boring. But I think I'm kind of too good, if I'm allowed to say that. I think I'm too good for the system. But I can easily imagine that if you're a bit lower level and you just want to kind of commit something to memory, repetition is the key, right? You're not allowed to say that? Maybe. Too good. Okay, I'm sticking with it, Bird Patzer. Around 1400. Yeah, no, so that's a brilliant example, Chiro. For you, for 1400, that you think it's really good, it means that they definitely hit the sweet spot for what they're trying to do. I do think 2600 is a bit too high though, but I would imagine it's useful for anyone at like 2200. But also I honestly I like the Chessable stuff. My problem is when you're learning the lines initially. So like first you have to go through it once in order to kind of learn what the right moves are, because oftentimes there's no one correct answer. And oftentimes, especially in the opening recommendations for Chessable, there's like specific lines being recommended. So first you learn the recommendations and then you do the repetitions. And the repetitions I find okay, because I can really speed through that extremely quickly. But the initial part where you're learning what lines are recommended, that's where I struggle a bit. Because then it feels it feels kind of it doesn't go as quickly because it's kind of explaining why these moves are the recommended ones. But Chessable in general is a very interesting concept. If you haven't heard about it, you should check it out because it's kind of it's a very novel concept, novel way of training chess. Let's see if we can challenge Jan. Yeah, no, I mean anything Jan makes, Chiro, is useful far above 2200. Because he's actually giving recommendations that are based on world championship level preparations. I mean, Magnus is taking opening advice from Jan. So, needless to say, the quality of the work is incredible. And then you can discuss whether the method is good or not. And most of the time, it's also about personal preference. So you kind of need to test it out with an open mind to give it a chance before you can say conclusively that this is not for me. Yeah, that's fair, Bird Patzer, but at the same time, it's not like he put a lot of work into it. So I would think the sidelines are pretty decent. And also sidelines are sidelines for a reason. Normally there's more than one good way of fixing for it. Wow, Canada's next GM actually sent me a message. I'm not Alec TV. Alec, he felt the need to deny those allegations. Don't worry, dude. Alec is not very good at chess. I never seriously thought you were him. Where do I challenge Jan? Follow top players. Here he is. He's the top player on the whole website. How suspicious. Maybe he's doing something clever about the system. Who is Marin? Area, he's a Romanian chess author. He's very good. You should check out his books. Learn from the legends. And he also has an interesting book on attacking chess. And in general, his opening books are almost like middle game books because he really goes into depth talking about the plans, the normal plans from the ensuing positions. Marin is great area. If you're not familiar with him already, you should check him out. Okay, I tried challenging Jan, but he's not there. Okay. We're turning on the sound. Wow.
Literally.
Jan just started a new game.
Can't do it.
He never pays attention to
Even
the
though
Twitch
I've
chat.
sat next to Lawrence Trent enough, who uses literally every other word, grossly exaggerating. I still don't know how to use it. And wow, I'm being told that I should play Grandmaster Jon Ludwig Hammer. Are you on the air, Mr. Hammer? I'll play you next game.
Okay, he's gonna play me next game.
If I challenge me,
I did challenge him. So we have time for a blitz game. In the meantime, no, a bullet game. He's doing a blitz game right now. That's the wrong one. Big Space Otter. Oh my gosh. The 23 months in a row. That's a lot of support. Thank you so much, Space Otter. Okay, we're taking on Perpetual Stalemate as we wait for the boss of Chess 24 to give us a chance. Perpetual has promised me that he will try to Lefong, but I guess he forgot. His memory is so bad, he really should be doing some of those chessable courses. I want to Lefong Hammer, and then he just has to Lefong time and time and time again until he remembers that's the plan. Are you a Chess 24 premium member? I think I am. I think we're good. Ooh, wow, look at that bishop. That bishop is not having a fun time right now. Actually, he managed to get the bishop kind of out of its cage. Okay, it's a weird one. I'm not gonna lie. It's a weird position. But I think we're doing okay. He got more play than really what I'm comfortable with. Because now the knight is joining as well. I'm under attack. I'm under siege. But he's low on time. And also he blunders once in a while. The check, getting the queens off the board, and then the bishop. Bishop not having its best day at the office. Now we're going to go after the other bishop. And then the third bishop, no. So many bishops. Slumka, thank you so much for the 11-month resub. How are you doing? Are you ready for a game? I may stop you from playing bishop h6. But I think we're going to have time for one more game before Jan is ready to play us. Put on Jan's audio during the match? Yeah, we'll do that, Hiata man. That sounds like a very streamer thing to do. Okay, I guess we're just waiting. Jan has a very good attack.
Misplayed this.
Oh, apparently he misplayed it quite a bit. But I thought he has a good attack.
Alright, let's keep this bishop before I get checkmated.
Wow, he's keeping his bishops.
Pie.
He's watched so much Hammer, he's keeping his bishops. We'll do another game against Area while we're waiting. FPL team is not doing great, Chiro. But I had an amazing round this week. So I was top 100,000 teams this week for amount of points. I had Bulldog and I had Aubameyang, and yeah, I was getting so many points. So I went from 700,000 to 350,000, which is an improvement, but it was a pretty bleak starting point. I'm so bad. Chess Guy with a raid of 25. Thank you so much. And you guys are about to witness me losing the first game of the day. I've been playing for a while. No lost games. Until I gotta admit, I wasn't properly paying attention there. I think that's what happened. Okay, we're gonna take the queens off the board and then we're gonna flag him. It's rude, but it's effective. Very rude and very effective. Wow, he could have checked and won my rook. Ooh, okay. I blundered my rook, but he lost on time, so it's fine. Sorry about the timing. It's okay, chess guy, because I am a speed monster. When I have the need for speed, no one can do anything about it.
Slow too.
And we even got the game done before Jan finished his splits game. And honestly, Jan now is facing a passed pawn in his opponent's camp. So he's not doing great. Rude flagger, it's the way to go, Tankan. Big dirty flag right there. That's why it's nice being a piece down. Because you have nothing to lose. The guy with the piece up is always going to spend quite a bit of time to make sure he doesn't get tricked. And then you just take advantage of that by just moving very, very quickly. And you get rewarded in the end. Chiro, I don't have De Bruyne. And Mubot, very nice timing. Okay, Jan has just lost his game.
Yeah.
And he's very disappointed. Very disappointed. And we're about to get our game against a tilted Jan. This is excellent timing.
Wow. Now that I'm tilted already, let's track down Mr. Hammer.
Oh, my challenge
Hammer
was
boy,
actually...
are you there?
My challenge disappeared
I have another
when I started a new game.
Grandmaster I can play in the meantime. And it's none other than Mr. Zlatan.
No, don't you dare.
56.
Don't you dare.
Wow. The
Don't you
great
dare.
Laurent Fressinet.
Oh, come on. Okay. We're giving up on Jan. If he is not willing to give me 1 minute between the games,
Zlatanovic. Wow, he's using...
we're not going to bother trying to play him. He could challenge me if he really wanted to play. I don't think he really wanted to play. He just lost the game. He needed an easier opponent. Jan's voice is precious. Yeah. Let's enjoy it while we can. No, let's continue playing 1 minute chess. Apparently my challenge got disappeared as I started a new game. Henry, I thought you just valued not making blunders. 1 minute chess is the cornerstone of your philosophy. 1 minute chess, it's all about the guy who blunders loses. We're not, just in case he was feeling crazy. I'm undoing that pre-move. Okay, let's see what happens. I did not calculate this at all. I don't think this is actually working out for me at all. I just lost a pawn for no reason. Okay, I got the pawn back and I'm going to put my knight on this square where it's pretty well located. And we're going to try to create some weaknesses over here. Ooh, knight e4 is a move. And we win the queen. Bullet is just the avoiding of mistakes. Jan is using the Rode microphone. Probably pretty good, Pizza Racer. Okay. Queen was free earlier as well. Really? Am I blind? I don't see it. Rook c7. Yeah, but he can just move it away. Okay, I'm still in the mood for 1 minute chess, and I'm taking repeat victims. So if you already played a game, I'm down for more. So challenge me to 1 minute games, everyone who wants to play. And Jan is completely demolishing Frez. Oh, never mind. It might be complicated. What's the best strategy training tool online for beginners? Sirad, the thing is that because beginners is not really my strong suit, there might be some tools I'm not fully aware of. But I think we already today discussed Chessable, the Chessable concept of repetition, which is pretty good. Ooh, and Jan lost again. Wow. Was that real? Yeah, he lost again. He has now lost 2 games in a row. I would really like to extend his misery. But there's also a risk that I am the one to get him back in a good mood. Who knows? We're gonna finish up this bullet game and then see if he's still available after. This queen is somewhat in trouble, I think. Is really the king surviving all of this? I'm amazed. Okay, I won on time, but actually I misplayed that. The king is surprisingly safe on h5. Okay, Jan couldn't be bothered waiting 1 minute, so he started another game. What are we gonna do? Jan can lose 2 games in a row? Apparently, Itan Khan. Apparently. Hey, Baguette, how are you doing? Cyrad, training tools for beginners. I would say there is this video series that John Bartholomew made on YouTube, which I understand is very good and is aimed at a beginner level. Like the initial concepts of chess. So I would recommend Mr. John Bartholomew and his YouTube channel. John is actually one of the founders of Chessable. Bartholomew. So he's a professional. He's a full-time coach, or he was at some point streamer / coach, and he's really known for his explanations. And clearly, when he has this YouTube channel with some good stuff for beginners, and he also founded a company that really emphasizes good new novel tools for people starting out. I think it's clear that he is a guy who's focused on that level and really experienced with it. So that would be my recommendation. Chess Fundamentals, I believe, is the one I'm referring to, Bird Patzer. Because there he kind of, in the climbing the rating ladder, I feel like he's just playing random games and trying to extrapolate some good points. Whereas Chess Fundamentals, my understanding is that he prepared stuff specifically for that talk. Jan prying upon 1400s. Yeah, Chiro. Sometimes you got to do that. If you're losing too many games, in a row, you gotta reset. And you gotta give yourself a game you know you can win. So bishop h6 is not trying any bishop h6 moves. Instead, he's just trying to play good, solid, sound chess. How dare he try to play solid chess against me. Oof, that's gonna hurt. That's a puzzle rush right there. Or, as I should say, a tactics frenzy. Link is in chat. Yeah, Tankan. We gotta correct our marketing mistakes. That really rolls off the tongue. I don't know. I thought it's okay. Tactics frenzy. I kind of liked it. I wasn't protesting massively, at least. Okay, so I'm taking all of my opponent's pieces, which is normally a pretty good way of playing chess games. We're coming out with a huge update to Tactics Frenzy this week, I think. It's pretty exciting. It's going to be something pretty similar to Puzzle Rush, just better, in my opinion. Brutal. Yeah, that's what happens, Solomka. When you volunteer, you also understand that it's not going to be an easy game. It might get rough. I feel the need for speed. Super Saiyan, if you feel the need just like me, then I am here to satisfy. I may crush you, but I will give you the pace you're looking for. Ahmad, our system, the new version we're coming out with Tactics Frenzy is going to have some really, really good stuff in terms of when you make a mistake and retry. Also, the current version of Tactics Frenzy, Ahmad, does have retries. You should check it out. It's definitely better than the Chess24 tool. I'm going to say, hoping that Jan and others are not listening. Jan's still searching for you every game? I don't believe that.
Punch him after this game.
Because he keeps starting new games.
It's important for all of us to have some hammer in our life.
Wow. No, he's not really. Tactics Frenzy different? Yeah, it's a completely different tool, Ahmad. He searched for your challenge? Well, how about he challenge me, Deurus? How about he make an effort challenging me instead of expecting me to do all the work? So Jan. You guys are like a bad couple. Well, it's gonna get even worse, Kaza. It's gonna get even worse. This is the second time today I got this exact same 10 opening moves. Feels bad for this guy. I already tried challenging Jan twice. I feel like I did my part. Now it's up to him. Okay, I'm not really sure how I'm making the breakthrough here. But probably this move is the right plan, the right idea, the right track. Okay, we're not playing this extremely well because he can maneuver his knight to g4. Not anymore. Oof, that's gonna hurt. 2 bishops and a queen. What more can a guy ask for? Donarum. Okay, let's go. Super Saiyan. Let's go. Wow, 2000 rated? I suspect he hasn't played a lot on Chess24. Now he's come to my stream to get all the rating points. Oh, is he burning? Making burns? Perpetual? Are you trying to entice drama between streamers? You know there are channels in which you get banned for that. But I'm too nice. Okay, I don't think that was the best move by him. Yeah, we're just going to give him this weak pawn in the center. And then we're going to attack it. I'm so good. No, it doesn't actually work. 94, I guess he gets away with it. But he couldn't find the right move. Checkmate! Feels bad. He made a chicken noise and everything? Wow.
I've been incredibly fast. My position is still good, but I recall
He made a chicken noise?
earlier games where I kept saying
He's been starting new games without giving me a chance to challenge so many times. Wow, shame on him. We'll send him a challenge since he doesn't know how the system works on his own server. We're not giving him any excuse. I really need to win now. We've put a lot on the line. I'll raise his voice, his audio, if he says something interesting. But it's not really likely to happen. Also, he has checkmate in 3 moves, and he missed it. Knight d7 was just winning instantly there. Okay, what he did was also okay. Maybe Jan doesn't know how to challenge. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me, Tankan.
all right, Monsieur Hammer, who
Okay, it's going down.
bothered to challenge, so let us look him up.
I did challenge. He's just outright lying right now.
Monsieur Hammer.
Outright lying.
34. Why so low? Haven't you been playing non-stop? Hammer, what's going on there?
Sam, thank you so much for the 21-month resub.
C4. I won a game with C4 on this Bundesliga weekend. So now I've decided this is much smarter than trying to occupy the center with like D4 or Knight F3. The drawback is it allows black to occupy the center. So now I'm regretting my decision. What's the dumbest line I can play here? This move is fairly dumb.
He wants to play dumb moves. I'm going to play even dumber moves back. That's how we do.
Or G6, Bishop B4 or D5 or something is what they usually do. But Amar has probably studied my game against Laurent and he's thinking, against this Patzer, just any King's Indian structure will do. Which is not wrong. But here, yeah, he correctly takes with the knight because D, Queen D8 look very unpleasant. So now we'll just get some pieces out.
Okay, of course, I have no idea what to do in these kinds of situations. But, I mean, castling cannot be a big mistake.
Go b3 next, but I'm very afraid of blundering something. On
B3
one of these many
94 is
diagonals.
probably winning for me.
B3, knight f3, bishop f3, knight e4. Bishop e4, bishop c3.
Yeah, he's miscalculating because he doesn't see 94
I really want to
immediately.
do it though. But I'm so scared. Scared. Want to do it.
He definitely missed that.
Oh, pre-move. Big champion of chess.
Jan's rating definitely inflated Corleone. He's getting crushed. He understood that there had to be something wrong with this b3 move, and yet I am now an exchange up. Bye-bye, rookie.
Alright, is there any way I can at least fake some compensation? Not
No.
really. But I shall try.
I shall try. He thinks that just because you say shall, it makes him sound, important.
So I'm gonna have to take it nice and slow. What's an exchange?
Okay, now I'm kind of scared that I might not win this game, which would be
I'm
very
relative to
embarrassing.
This b3 was such a horrible.
B3 is such a horrible move. Yes, that is correct, Jan. So A4, B4? I guess it makes sense to insert.
Still. He goes a4. Did I go b4 and then he has bishop?
I think he has to
I'm
go
thinking about
H4,
bishop
B4.
A, b, bishop g7, king g7, some check.
Okay, because now he kind of lets my rook into the game. I don't think that was a great way of doing things. So my only problem now is that I need to move my rook and then play
Here we are.
b6. But once I play b6, I'm doing very
Slight
well.
compensation, not quite enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, Jan is live on the Chess24 channel, FL.
Keep my slight compensation going. The answer is je ne sais pas. C5 looked tempting, but then he has queen e5, and I couldn't really see any way forward. So at least try to make him think. Bishop g4 might be. a
Yeah,
good
Bishop
move.
G4. That I was actually thinking about it
Active,
before
I'll
he
get
mentioned
b7,
it.
But it should still be pretty bad for me. So that looks like a decent practical decision to me.
I was definitely considering
Some
Bishop
slow move then after knight
G4.
c3. At least I keep the pieces and things could happen.
But I don't really like it.
But let's see what
We're just gonna get the rook involved instead.
decides to do. Well, another question is, oh, he does play some slow. All right. Another question is if after bishop g4 I should just take on b7 and play with the knight bishop f3 gf. Maybe that gave better chances. Maybe that's why he didn't do it.
Yeah, that's
So,
true,
yeah,
Super
Trend is
Saiyan.
my friend, but unfortunately, I'm still missing that lovely material I blundered earlier. And it's gonna be hard to...
Okay, so if C5, then he has queen B6, and he's having a counterattack on my rook, which is kind of annoying. So my alternate plan
E5
was
annoyed by rook a1. Still have done it.
queen
I can go
A5.
queen a5 and have to trade queens.
But then he's going knight
After which
B5
takes
after.
knight b5. Might not be fully hopeless, but it's all bad, of course.
It's bad. He knows it. I know it. It's bad.
Yup, very solid play by Mr. Hammer. d5, rook e7. It's hard to threaten anything, unfortunately.
Je ne sais pas is I don't
late,
know,
sir.
Marius. Or were you making some kind of a joke I didn't understand?
Yeah, this is now really, really bad.
Impeccable technique? I don't know if I can do impeccable Super Saiyan.
Not giving up as
Wow.
long as the second rook is not active. There is a little hope, but it's really just a glimmer.
We're taking some space all over the place.
Nah, it's bad. My rook is too passive.
Okay, so he's planning to go b5. Could be interesting, actually. Maybe we should take this one.
No tricks anywhere either.
Have you been the second of Magnus Carlsen together with Jan? Yes, I have. So he wants to go rook
Hammer is very
c7,
sharp.
but then I go king f7, so it's fine.
So knight b5, b6 is his big
Yeah,
point.
b6 is a problem.
Could try to scare him with
Rook c7 and
but
then-
unfortunately after king f7 doesn't really lead us anywhere. So I don't know what to do. Yeah, this is dumb.
I think probably we just take this one.
b7, that's easiest. Because if he goes b4 after bishop e4, I still have a jumpy knight. So yeah, this is a better choice.
He's complimenting our choices, people. Yay us.
Well played by Hammer.
Wow, he almost sounded surprised there, don't you think?
I'm gonna lose every game. It's really upsetting.
Okay, what do I do here, though? I kind of want to play this move. Just take all the pieces? Yeah, it's frankly what I've been doing today.
e7, too subtle for me. But of course it will do the job. But
Okay,
it's
I'm not
normal,
playing quickly enough.
which is never a good idea. I'm not sure if he's been to the lovely town of Flagville, but if he hasn't, I'd love to take him for a little trip.
Wow, he's scaring me now. I didn't play this the best way, although that was a huge mistake by him. Oh,
So
that was
much
a
chess
big
culture
mistake.
though, Mr. Hammer. h4, fixing the pawn without thinking. That is impressive stuff. I will almost feel a little bad about Flag.
Wow, it's a drawn pawn endgame. Can you believe it? I actually managed to mess up.
Draw! Arbiter!
Are you kidding me? I messed it up. Ha 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 ha.
Wow, this one's Flag B. Successfully too. Oh boy. Losing this game is very tilting, but he did deserve the win. Good game, Mr. Hammer. I was outclassed on every level. Blundering, flagging. I think those are the levels. So, congratulations, Jon Ludwig Hammer. And let's see, my day can get any worse.
I have been playing 1 minute chess all day. I was ready for that finish. I was ready to flag him. I definitely deserve that. I hate sleeping. Yeah, I cannot believe I actually let him get a drawing position. I had that completely under control. Outplayed and flagged in the same game. 22 points. That's how we are rewarded. Glorious. I agree, Marius. Best thing to happen in the stream in a very long time. Don't flag, says Super Saiyan. I had that under control. Ish. Witnessing your evil side today? Yeah, I got that. Everyone has that, Potless Flower. We try to hide it at times. But that was a good one. Rematch? No, Henry. We got what we came for. We humiliated the big man. We're not giving him any chance to make up for that. Nothing that happens in the rematch can be better than what just happened in the first one. That is my new YouTube. Yeah, that's a YouTube video right there. Let's think about what kind of clickbait we can do. Tilted Jan gets hammered. That's not clickbaity enough, is it? Maybe you guys have some examples. Poor Jan had to go to Flagtown by himself. Yeah. But he did seem fond of the place, though, Hyata man. People are able to be both great and terrible. No, I'm not a big reader, Marius. I didn't read Crime and Punishment. Or the other one. What is the other one again? This performance alone should fetch you a spot in the candidates. It should fetch me a spot. I should be seeded into the quarterfinals of the Banter Blitz Cup. OP, Banter, and Blitz. Okay. Is that a ban? Okay, we'll give you another chance because I'm so nice. Oh, I'm really too nice. Jan and his chat are discussing whether or not I should be fired. Honestly, I'm not sure that's Jan's decision. He claims that he's not so high up in the hierarchy as his kind of public figure lets on. I don't know what the truth is. On the other hand, it was Jan who did give me the job. So it seems to suggest he does have some influence. Oh yeah, no, I understood that, Marius. Kind of. Okay, I'm looking for challenges, people. I am in the mood for 1 minute chess. And I do not have a lot of 1 minute chess challenges incoming. I am undefeated today. The only person to make a draw was Canada's next Grandmaster. And even he really should have gotten flagged. I was just being silly. Should I get my friend Andrew Tech? Preferably not Super Saiyan. Because I also like winning. It puts me in a good mood. So if we can get someone who wants to be slaughtered, that's my preference for opponents. Was that my phone? Oh, apparently I have my phone on sound. That's unusual for me. Yeah, Andrew is okay at Bullet. I have beaten him, though. I was re-watching that the other day. I'm going to check out my YouTube channel. I was... Because that was pretty extreme. I can't find it. I have so many matches against Andrew. I think it's this one. Oh no, that's the whole thing. Penguin Hammer. Arena Chess Final. Oh man, I thought I was good at making titles for my YouTube channel. There was a period in which I was doing a YouTube video every single day, but I wasn't really getting enough views to justify the amount of time I spent. But there was a final where I won 3 consecutive games against Andrew. That was one of my brightest 1-minute moments ever. Okay, we have a challenge. I have a challenge from a 2800. Can you believe it? I was talking so much about being undefeated. We got a response. Someone didn't want to have this on their conscience. And they are in the house to make sure that I do not stay undefeated for the day. Okay, but I have a pretty good position, in my opinion. Let's get this knight over to the other side. Okay, I'm kind of cramped. Yeah, I don't have a super good position. Maybe we just sacrifice and take all the pawns. Because that's a lot of pawns to deal with, especially in a bullet game. Is my knight getting trapped? Yes, it is. But maybe I have enough pawns to deal with it. Oh, and he also mouse slipped. Feels bad, man. Oh, we're not pre-moving. In case he plays f5, that could have been rough. Instead of resigning here, you definitely should go f5. Just to check out whether the opponent is paying attention. Although, even my pre-move king d5 would win, so I guess it's okay. 3 pawns in an endgame better than a knight? Yeah, sometimes it is, Henry. I don't know if this was one of those times, but definitely sometimes. And we get 19 points. It's a pretty good deal. Let's do another game against Area. Oh my god. And the YouTube video is going to be so good. The YouTube video is going to be so good because I had Jan's voice. I think having Jan's voice was such a good decision. I know someone in chat was suggesting it, and it was a good call. Because it makes it much more exciting after the fact. Okay, am I getting checkmated now? Nah. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not scared of no attack. On the other hand, you should be scared of my pawns, sir. It's a pretty intimidating presence right there. I just blundered. Big time. But we're still fine. That's the when you play well just for a little period of time, you get a time advantage, which is very helpful. Because even if you make a mistake later on, you have a time advantage, and you can probably get some pressure because of that. Jan called you a washed-up grandmaster. Well, I can't really take offense to people speaking the truth, Super Saiyan. On the other hand, he lost. He got annihilated by a washed-up GM. So he's just speaking facts, but it also doesn't really reflect well on him. Oh, we have more incoming challenges. Galinette is the newest person to volunteer to be a part of Hammer's rating collection on the road to 3,000. I don't know what Jan's bullet rating is, but if he has one, it would make a good addition to my collection. Let's just do this. I guess we take free pawns and all of that. Also, if he's willing to give me the bishop pair, I'm not gonna decline his generosity. Yeah, I misplayed a little bit. Knight c5. I misplayed quite a bit, but it's fine. It's gonna be fine. It might not be fine. I've really misplayed this. Okay, he gave away a lot of pieces there for free. Let's go here. And here. Now we just stabilize. Oh, 1 minute chess. I'm so good. I should trust my instincts more often. It brings me a lot of success. Jan, the Danny Wrench of Chess24. That is so accurate, Kaza. That is so accurate, you have no idea. Yeah, go ahead, Mario. Send a challenge. I'm doing more than one game a piece. Okay, Pizza Racer, have a good evening. Have a good night's sleep. Now Jan is talking about the Kardashians. The guy has a grasp of modern culture, which I cannot compete with. Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to defend this one. Are we sacrificing our queen? I think we are. Okay, risky plays, but we got a solid time advantage. Kind of scared that he's going to capture my bishops somehow. Very scared of that. These bishops are not solidly placed at the moment. That, however, I think was helpful. I gotta evacuate some of these guys. Who knows what's going on? That's kind of the essence of Bullet. No one really knows. And we get the win on time. You having fun, Super Saiyan? Is he tilted? The German Lawrence Trent. Wow. That's rough. Chat has gone against him. I turned on his sound. He's just not saying anything.
It's time to play Hans Gerhard. That's what time it is.
Okay. I think that has the sound to it that Hans Gerhard might be his rebound. I think that might be Jan looking for a consolation victory. Oof. Oof. Big oof. I'm not letting you win, sir. I'm taking all your pieces. If you're offering, I'm way too polite to decline. Oh, poor Jan. His game got aborted. Ah, I lost my knight. Ooh, it's rough. 1 minute, Hammer's intuition. You can't really compete against that, can you? Very, very good at chess, that man is. Good night, Mario. I'm having my next stream. I think tomorrow I'm not streaming because one of the German guys are, Ostrovsky. But I'll be back Friday and maybe Saturday as well. Let's get Hikaru to play me. Once again, I want to repeat that I kind of like winning. I get to talk a lot of shit right now on account of me winning. If it was me losing, then my mood and my banter would deteriorate rapidly. So that's part of the plan. To make a great stream, we also need some victims. And you guys are it. I thought we had a mutual understanding about that. But if it's news to you, those are the roles we have in this production. Jan was the best victim, definitely. Jan he's very good content when he blunders. Let's bring Hammer back to reality. I like this fantasy world where I'm king of the hill. Let's do another game with Slumka. You are the real heroes, Slumka, and you have been chosen for the next step. Okay, free pawn, free knight, free everything. We'll just develop. Get the pieces into the game. Is he going to sacrifice? I suspect he's going to sacrifice. He didn't dare. He wanted to, but he didn't dare. He knew what he was going up against. Have you beaten Hikaru at chess before? Yes, I have. Not classical, though. But, I've beaten him a couple of times in Blitz and Bullet on the internet. Many of which are on my YouTube channel. Because whenever you beat Hikaru, you want to brag. Poor guy. But I think that happens to him quite a bit. That people who win a game against him, they're so happy that that's the one they choose to put up on their YouTube channel and stuff like that. Okay, I was spending 14 seconds for that move, which is not good. So we're going to have to correct that coming up. Do blunder your bishop if you feel like it. Okay, suddenly a lot of stuff is hanging. And Salomka couldn't keep it all under control. How proud would you be if Alexandra beat Hikaru? It wouldn't really be my achievement, Super Saiyan, but I would very much enjoy it, I think is fair to say. You're not going to sleep until you beat me in 1 minute chess? Well, we'll give you another chance, Arya, but I don't think you're beating me today, I gotta say. I've been playing very well. You should just challenge Zlatan? Nah, I want to play 1 minute. I don't think Fress has played 1 minute a day in his life. Speed is not his strong suit. He's too weak, too slow. Oh, that was such a bad move. Okay. We kind of blundered a pawn, but we got some compensation. It's not the end of the world. He's trying to checkmate us, which is kind of rude. We're going to take this knight and then get the queen back into defense. Wow. I just saw that his rook was going in that direction. I forgot he could go the other way as well. That was the second blunder I made against Arya today. Second piece blunder. But actually, he's still in a bit of a pickle. A bit of trouble. Because it's not actually easy getting out of this situation here. He had to go back. Now there's just so many pieces, so many pawns. Okay, that was nice of him. I think I kind of wanted to make that trade. I also wanted to do that trade. Because I have so many pawns, the bishop can't really deal with it. Oh, so many piece blunders. But we're keeping the pressure, keeping the pace. Okay, let's go again. He wants a rematch, we'll give him a rematch. You're taking all the rating today? Yeah, Super Saiyan, but I wasn't really at my top for Bullet. I only played Bullet 1 or 2 days previously. So I knew I had a lot of potential for gaining the rating. I forgot to play. Oh man, I'm not playing super well now, right now. Okay, we get the bishop. Wow, Jan just went into Radio Jan mode. He turned off the lights. It's Radio Jan today. That's kind of like just confirmation he's completely tilted. Radio Jan makes an appearance. And then we can expect a lot of shit talking on Hammer. He's not going to have nice things to say about my spectacular play. Okay, I'm dominating every side of the board right now. Feeling good about this, except I blundered. Actually, this way of placing the pieces was not super silly. I'm not I gotta reorganize. Somehow I thought this pawn on g4 was gonna be such a disaster for him, but it's actually working out up until now, because now it's kind of just collapsing. Lillestrøm relegated? Is that your team, Alex? You're gonna beat Hikaru someday, Ahmad? It's a very difficult thing to do, though. Okay, we're still here. We're still fighting. Area still trying to achieve his goals. But beating Hikaru is difficult. Beating me, also not very easy. Both tricky endeavors. We're gonna wait for him to castle before we castle. Okay, I changed my mind. We're gonna put the king here. So we're still ready for him to castle. That was not a good move. I could have taken this one. Okay, he gave me another chance. Such a sneaky guy. Such a sneaky guy. Top level sneakiness right there. I'm almost disappointed I didn't get more pieces than just a pawn. Okay, but then he blundered because I put him under pressure. See, people, that's what happens. You put your opponent under pressure, he's going to make mistakes. Why do you never panic when low on time? I don't know, Tonkan. I panic sometimes. But I guess I don't panic as often when I'm playing someone I feel I'm stronger than. And it's also very often when I get low on time, it's often kind of either I'm winning or I'm losing, in which case panicking doesn't really make sense. You just gotta try to keep up the pace. The tricky part is when you play someone good and it's a tricky position and you're both low on time. And then I feel like panicking is definitely within the scope of what I could do. Hammer never has a heartbeat over 75. I'm pretty sure I have a resting heart rate higher than that. Who's your favorite Sith Lord? I don't even know what that's in reference to, Super Saiyan. Is it a Star Wars thing? I haven't seen Star Wars. Beat him at picking stocks? No, I'm not good with that kind of thing. Is Hikaru, for his stock hobby, is he actually kind of analyzing companies to make evaluations, or is he just, having gut instincts? I know he's had streams where he's like discussing stocks and stuff like that. Basically, while my hobby is Fortnite, his hobby is stocks. And I'm pretty sure which one is going to be more beneficial long term. How annoying was it to lose your voice? Dixie, it was not great. And honestly, the reason I lost my voice was a couple of days before that. So I even went to Bergen knowing that my voice was going to be in shambles. But what I was scared of with losing my voice, what I was afraid of was that Finn, the host, would just say, no, we cannot have you on the air with this voice. You just watch us do the broadcast. So I wasn't in pain. So my only kind of concern was that others would consider it so distracting or disturbing that I wouldn't even be allowed to be on the broadcast. Isn't Hikaru amazing at Fortnite? Not as amazing as me, Super Saiyan. Number 1 chess Fortnite thingy. I haven't really figured out how to say it easily, but I am the number 1 in Fortnite among chess streamers. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Did you see the Invest Like Steve ad? No. Are you in the US, Evolve? Honestly, even if that commercial was in Norway, I wouldn't know because I haven't watched TV in a very long time. Thank you so much, Dixie. That's the important part, that you enjoyed. And that you were able to kind of enjoy even though you had to suffer through my voice. Isn't Alexandra better than you? Okay, now I know you're trolling, Super Saiyan. Who's the strongest opponent you've beaten? Yeah, Magnus in Norway chess. It's my number 1. I was close to beating Topalov in Norway chess. And I had better positions against both Anish and Maxim. And yeah, I had a lot of spoiled positions that year. But I think my number 2 is something like Wang Hao when he was 2750. Beating top 10 players is very difficult. But I've had a couple of chances. Oh yeah, I have the challenges in my... Okay, let's continue our quest of farming area for his rating points. How much am I gaining per game? 1 or 2 points? Okay, Jan has now put up some pictures of cheeseburgers on his stream. Is that his reward in case he suddenly manages to win a game or 2? He's motivating himself. I should have put my queen here because now he's gonna attack it. Ooh, the puzzle rush. I'm so bad. It's fine. We'll claim to have an attack here. Have you ever beaten Vishy? I beat him in Blitz chess, Chiro. It was one of the best games I ever played, even though it was Blitz chess. Like, regardless of time control, it was one of the best games I ever played, which is pretty unreal. But I was in the zone, I was following my instincts, and I was playing such good chess. I should have moved my knight. But this is okay as well. Am I down on time? Wow. I really thought he had been pretty slow. And also I'm making some silly mistakes. He should have gone king e7. then he had a chance to defend. Not now, not so much. Hey Roman, how are you doing? You beat Amon, Super Saiyan, but you're good enough to beat Amon. You should be beating Eric. That's gonna be good. I already played Jan, GMJIH. It was epic. It was so good. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Needless to say, I won the game. Uh, 2 points a game. Thanks, Just Daddy. 2 points a game. That's good. It means that we're gonna reach 2,800 soon enough. If you want to play a 1-minute game, go ahead and challenge me. The reason I'm playing area again and again is because no one else is challenging me to 1-minute chess. It's been a rough day for the audience today. You've taken a bit of a beating. And so area is the only one who still dares challenging me. I probably shouldn't have allowed that sacrifice, but that's okay. Okay, we're just gonna go crazy. We're just gonna get everything involved. That was a mistake. Okay, if he wants to close down, I'm game. Because I can put my knight on 8-4 after. Hammer better than Ninja in Fortnite? I mean, there are people who believe so. Yes. Okay, I saw he could make that sacrifice, but I thought I don't have anything better anyway. Okay, and now I got his queen, so it's good. Jan didn't think his day could get worse until Fallujah showed up.
But, of course, calculating helps.
Oh my gosh. He made the mistake of his accepting Fallujah's challenge.
Or queen b3 directly.
You should never do that.
Look at one.
He's in so much trouble right now.
b3.
He's trying to calculate, but he
I'll
doesn't
go
really.
for this, but I'm sad. This was not the plan.
This was not the plan, he says. But honestly, he has a decent position. I would be happy to get this position against Fallujah. There's pretty good drawing chances. Why are you not going into the endgame? Maybe this is how you're supposed to play chess. Go into the endgame. You have good drawing chances. You have the bishop pair. I can't tell whether he's trying to win against Fallujah with an exchange down. You can tell how focused he is by the fact that he's not chatting at all.
Okay, I can be upset later.
But now he's going to get checkmated. He had the chance to exchange queens, but he didn't take it. Now he's going to get crushed. Okay, we're continuing our quest to 2,800. Amon is lower than Eric in the hierarchy, no doubt, Tankan. Does he think he's above Eric? Okay, now we have a winning position. He's not going to be able to hold this pawn. Shockingly, Jan lost. Can you believe it? Wow, I was not expecting that move. We're just taking all of Arius stuff. Feels bad, man. For him, not for me. For me, it feels good, man. You should challenge Ali Reza in Bullet. I'm not sure he... See, I'm not gonna repeat Jan's mistakes, Anran. We're not gonna challenge Ali Reza, I think. We're not voluntarily submitting ourselves to that kind of problems. Nice fork, thank you, Henry. Because I had the chance to do it here as well, but then I was doing my other plan, and I forgot about this opportunity I had. So then we had to go back and forth for a little fork. The simple tactics, that's how we do it. Hey Vortex, do you want to play a game? I'm looking for 1-minute challenges.
When I see you. Bye.
Bye, Jan. I hope your evening ends up better than what it currently was. Jan got destroyed today. I'm so happy. We had the win with Jan's audio. It's gonna make such a good YouTube video. Is Perugia as strong as 16-year-old Magnus? It's very difficult to say, Corleone. I mean, he's definitely strong, but I do think Magnus was a bit of a special case. We'll see where he ends up. Okay, we got a new challenger, a new victim. 10 gifted subs if you draw or beat Perugia. Okay, we may have to challenge him after all. Oh, let's not pre-move that. Yeah, that's a good point, Corleone. I mean, Yi was also close to the same as Magnus's rating, but he never really took the next step. Which is why I think it's a big mistake, kind of. It's very important to realize that Magnus is very special. Because he had something extra. He wasn't just a very good player. It was kind of the way he played and how much he knew about chess history and his memory and his base knowledge. Someone remind me what Carlsen was doing at 16. Honestly, I don't even remember. Hiata, man. I went to school with him when he was 16. I think he was just breaking through 2700. I think he was, at the beginning, he was playing some tournaments and not doing amazingly. At the time, I remember not being convinced that Magnus would be number 1 in the world. But I think also it was just because it felt so weird to me that like that kid could just dominate the game I played. It took me a long time before I realized that Magnus was going to be the best in the world. Because I mean, he was always very good, but I was always wondering kind of when is it gonna stop, and it just never stopped. At 16, he won chorus C. No, that's not right, Hiata man. He won chorus when he won that tournament when he was like 14 or 13. Jan really needs to learn how to raid people on Twitch. I'm gonna do some self-promotion in the Chess24 chat. Chorus C is weak. I wouldn't fully agree with that, Tankan. Winning that tournament as a kid is pretty strong. He was defeating 2,600 rated grandmasters. Can you tell us about your game against Darius? I mean, it was a good game. I did an interview after the game, which is on the St. Louis. I blundered the pawn, but we're gonna live. We're just gonna keep on fighting without that guy. I did an interview with the organizer after the game. You should check it out. Because there I was going through the game and everything. Wow, castles. What a man. Queen G5 would have been stronger than what I did. He's a very brave man. And his bravery has been punished. Do you think Magnus is objectively the best player of all times? Yes, Rudolph. But it's always difficult to say how other people would kind of do with the tools we have today. So it's such a huge difference being the best in this computer age versus being the best previously. But in terms of who is the best chess player, with or without opening analysis, frankly, Magnus more often than not without opening analysis. I think he's definitely the best. Can you win chorus C? Well, I mean, Tata Steel doesn't have a C group anymore, Super Saiyan. And I tried to win Tata B group. That was very tricky. Magnus would have lost against Bobby. But Henry, Magnus doesn't make mistakes. Almost. Well, actually, that's not true. He makes mistakes, but he's just, in general, just so much better. Are you as good as Magnus in FPL? No, I am not. You can check out my team. Yeah, he did make a huge blunder, Deurus. It's actually kind of fascinating how Magnus can do some really dumb stuff and still be so much better than the others. When would you be world champion? Actually, I got this question on the chess broadcasts during London, Super Saiyan. I think I could be world champion. I don't know. I think I could probably beat like Capablanca. But I wouldn't be able to beat Capablanca if he had kind of the same opportunity to do openings like we do today. So the only reason I would be able to beat him, I think, is more like the advancement we've made in openings and kind of the middle game assessments as a result of that. Wow, Larry. Feels bad, man. Yeah, Magnus was winning 3 moves before he resigned. He just made this one incredible blunder. He told us on the broadcast that he had missed bishop f8 check. He had only considered queen f8, which is it's not good. 300,000 for Magnus in the Grand Chess Tour. It's a decent payday, the Euros, but at the moment I feel like he's thinking more about what he could have had, right? Because he was fighting for 3rd place instead of 1st, which is not really common to him. The fact that he lost a tiebreak match against Ding during the Sinkfield Cup and then managed to lose this semifinal against Maxim is kind of worrying, that he's losing some of his momentum in areas where he was just, people are scared to face him in these kind of things, knowing his record. But on the whole, his 2019 has been unbelievable. He hasn't lost a single classical time control game. And trust me, he's been trying. He's been playing much more aggressive than what he normally does, and yet he didn't lose a game. Freaky is what it is. It's going to be exciting to watch him in January. We're doing a broadcast on TV2. If you're Norwegian and you like watching the chess broadcasts, we got so much content for you in January. It's going to be 13 rounds. And 13 rounds also means that there's going to be a lot of possibilities for maybe beating the rating record, or at the very least extending his unbeaten streak. Is Magnus playing Grand Chess Tour next year? I don't really know, Chris. But I think the fact that it's a World Championship year means that the Grand Chess Tour is going to make some amendments to kind of deal with it. And one thing they could do, which would be very beneficial, is if they could have one of their tournaments earlier than May. But it's tricky because the candidates tournament is in March and everyone is going to be busy. So like the top chess players in the world are going to be busy in February preparing for the World Championship qualifier, what we call the candidates tournament. And then in March, they're going to be busy playing the candidates tournament. Which means that February and March, there's just not going to be a good tournament for Magnus to participate in, because all of his like top rivals or potential opponents are busy. Chessweeb in the house with a rate of 46. Hi everyone. We're actually just chatting right now. We're discussing the Magnus's results in 2019 and his potential tournaments and stuff in the upcoming year. Hey Fuxia. What do you guys think? He's playing the Tata Steel tournament in January, 13 rounds. Is he going to extend his unbeaten streak? And is he going to go above Tiviakov's 100 and something games? Oh, Chessweeb cares more about Moscow, the Rapid and Blitz Championship. That's also going to be interesting. Speaking of which, I have some more information to the Norwegians watching. I will be doing coverage on VG. But VG does not have an agreement with NRK about the rights to the images. So we're basically doing a Twitch stream with the electronic transmission of the games. So I'm terrified it's going to break down and it's not going to work properly. But at the same time, I do feel like it's better to give it a try than to not have a broadcast whatsoever. So I'm hoping you guys will be patient with us, and that we'll have some exciting chess action going on in the Humula. I don't know if you have a word for that in English. The period between Christmas and New Year's. Because Norwegian has a very nice word for it. And I don't really know if English has something similar. Will it be broadcasted online? Yes, the caption. The Capitan. I've been misreading that for some time, haven't I? Yes, it's going to be broadcasted online at the biggest Norwegian net newspaper. But it's going to be Norwegian. Advent? Well, Advent is the period before the Christmas chess weeb. At least it is in Norwegian. It's like December before Christmas. I think Magnus will lose the streak soon. He's had some losing positions his last couple of games. Yeah, Rudolph. He definitely has, but at the same time, he's been doing some magic getting out of it. What exactly is the criteria for the games without a loss? It seems unfair to compare Magnus' streak to Tiviakov's. No, I mean, I definitely think Magnus' streak is much, much more impressive. But I think my conclusion on this, after the discussions that have been made, is that, yeah, the guy has this amount of games. I mean, I still value Magnus's much more, partly because Tiviakov's, there's 10 games in Tiviakov's streak that are draws within 15 moves. And he has so many tournaments where he plays 2 games a day. And then often when you play 2 games a day tournaments, you're going to make one quick draw so that you kind of get more rest than your opponents. So I definitely think that Magnus' streak is much more valuable than Tiviakov's right now. But the fact of the matter is that Tiviakov probably does have more games. So it would be nice if Magnus, in addition to having the most valuable streak, also had the highest number. Haha, I'll try to make sure you can get a link to Capitan. It's not going to be up just yet, though. He averaged 200 points lower than Magnus. I don't really know about the points themselves, Alex. But I went through the games in his streak, and it was much more impressive than I was expecting. He had really a lot of games against top-tier opponents. He was playing like Aronian and Carlsen, and it wasn't a baby streak. To the effect which I thought it was. I thought he had been just playing 2500s, but he had played quite a few 2500s. What about Tal? I don't really know the number for Tal Chessweeb. I thought Magnus maybe is ahead already. Why don't you have a speech defect in English? I don't know, Owe. It's just a different language, different sounds. Okay. So the people coming in from Chess Weeb's channel, I have been doing 1 minute chess today, but I actually ran out of people willing to get destroyed by me. So if you have a premium Chess 24 membership, send me a challenge for a 1 minute game, and we'll teach you how it's done, how the bishops work together. Look at this. This is my previous game. Those bishops with the queen. This is what I'm offering. Do you think Magnus is holding back because he wants to keep that streak? No. I think we saw in his game against Aronyan that he was really going for very aggressive openings. Okay, Alho is volunteering as the next victim. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more bullet games and then we're gonna send you off to someone else. Unless you have some questions in which I'm happy to answer. Double attack. He kind of prevented that double attack. I'm not organizing my pieces very well right now. Okay, but this is good. The knight getting into the square. Solid. Now everything is just falling apart. How do I play better? Oh, you're not making it easy, are you? If I knew the answer to that, I would be the most successful chess coach in the world, Pawn Eater. But my general advice is tactics and blitz. Also, Pawn Eater, he has his username without the A in pawn. Wow. I've been away for so long, I don't remember the name of any of my commands. I was considering if I'm gonna rebrand, and let's just assume that the name Hammer is taken on all kind of platforms. How would you feel about something with HMR just taking the vocals, what's it called? Vocals? Give me a consonant and vowel. Thank you. If I take out all the vowels in Hammer and also cut out the double M, would that kind of be like the way to go? Because I saw this Fortnite guy known as Fiber, and he had changed his kind of username to FBR. So I was thinking, I can do that. Is that going to make me sound cool? Is that going to make me win more Fortnite games? The word hammer in a different language. Do we have French people in chat? How do you say hammer? It's very Silicon Valley. Really, Alex? Is that something they do? Yeah, liquid fiber. He's now using FBR. Ominous. You also need to add OG. Why do I have to do that, Hiata man? I gotta tell them that I'm the original gamer. Marteau. Year of the Patcher with some French skills in here. Marteau. I don't know if that's gonna be the answer. You lose 5 to 10% extra per vowel in your name. Tossetot, would you say that's in Fortnite or does it also apply to chess? Hammer in Armenian sounds like Chakuch. Honestly, that's pretty good area. Chakuch. That's probably intimidating. Life in general. Wow. I should get rid of all my vowels then. Do you ever torture your opponent when they don't resign? No, I don't do that, Pawn Eater. I just go for checkmate as soon as possible. I did get it, Alex. Amer. It's a standing joke in the Carlsen team. I am regularly referred to as Amer. If it applied to chess, Pragnanandan would be pretty bad. Yeah, that is true, Motor Breeze. In general, the Tamil players would be in trouble, having a vowel every second letter. Unrun, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Why not challenge Ali Reza? Well, I'm actually kind of done for the night anyway. And I have no incoming challenges from other people than Area. I guess I'll give him one last chance to beat me, and then I will play whomever challenges me to a 1-minute game while I'm playing this one, and then we're done. Hey Chigas, how you doing? It's pretty good, no? I thought as a gamer tag, it makes sense. You think he's gonna fall for this one? I guess not. But honestly, this bishop's still in trouble. He's actually gonna have to give a check and go, that was a good move. I mean, it's not a good move, but it was the best there was. He loses his bishop and a lot of control. Oof. Big trouble, big trouble, big trouble. Big trouble. Let's just move this. There's nothing going on. That's not how pins work. Oh really, Alex? Someone already took my gamer tag? Feels bad, man. TSM Hammer? It looks good to me, Riata, man. Where do I sign? Hey, Hartweisen. How are you doing? Okay, we're doing these next 2 challenges. Actually, Stian, you don't have a premium membership. So I actually made a mistake playing against you earlier, but that's fair. You're allowed to try your luck, hoping I make a mistake. We have no more people wanting to play me in 1-minute chess, and frankly, I do not blame you. I have been crushing everyone today. I think I gained like 150 rating points. I won every single game except one, which was a draw. I may have been in some trouble at times, but that's the sign of a good player. Persevering and fighting till the bitter end. Getting the flag on some people, including Jan Gustafsson, going down. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Because I'm definitely gonna want to post that game against Jan. That's gonna be so good. Your Chess24 page is in Spanish. I think you can fix it on the top right corner on Ron. Then you can switch between François, English, Deutsch, and Espanol. You're safe because I don't have premium. Well, you're safe because you don't have premium. That's the way I would say it. Abjugaor. But we're going to find someone to raid. And I guess it's going to be our friend, Monkey Chess. I'm going to be back Friday at the same time, 7 p.m. European time, 1 p.m. Eastern. I might also do a stream on Saturday, but I haven't scheduled that yet. My usual way of announcing my schedule has actually been rendered obsolete by Twitch. They removed it because no one was using it. In which case, I guess I am no one. And so, in order for you to know when my upcoming streams are, the best way to do that is going into the broadcast event list on Chess24. That's it from me, everyone. I'll be back Friday, and have a good rest of your day / evening / morning, I suppose, depending on where you are. Thank you so much, High Cider. Have a good day.